I am 44 years old in a couple weeks, and I've finally reached the point where I'm done living the way society tells me to. And, I'm done with all the pressure to buy things I don't need, to work a job I don't love, and I'm done wanting the same life everyone else thinks they have to have. So society nowadays really is just, for me, it's broken, man. Like they've always said for many, many years now, especially for my age group, like I said, I'm 44. It's always, go to college, get a good job, maybe get married, get a house, you go in debt for freaking ever, work for 40 or 50 years, and maybe retire at 65 if you can. And then hopefully, if you live long enough, you're still healthy at that point in time to enjoy what typical age for men, American men, is like 73. So you might get 7 or 8 good years if you're lucky. That's not for me, man. And I've chosen some of an unconventional route. I'm here in China. I've been living here for 16 years, and I've been living in Asia for almost 20 years. And I kind of did that by accident in a way. And I kind of stumbled upon this secret. It was a secret, not really a secret, but it's been going on for years and years and years. A lot of older guys have been retiring in other places like Asia and South America and places like that. But I found a way to do it at a younger age. And it's basically just through, like I said, it's like geographical arbitrage, going to a place where you can have a really good quality of life for a low cost if you have everything else in order. Like I said, like you don't have all the debt you have to pay for. So that's one of the things, is being debt free, not falling into the consumerism mindset that you have to buy this or buy that to have a good life, because you don't. And luckily, I've escaped a lot of those things just by pure luck, just by moving to Asia. And that wasn't the plan, was to move to Asia to live in a cheap country. The plan was to move here to Asia because I just wanted to experience something different. And then as time moved on, I slowly started to change my mindset and adapt a lot of the traditional Asian type cultures. And that, one thing led to another, to me discovering how to live more simple, how to live more minimalist. And then on top of that, when I started like really having a lot of extra income, or not extra income, but extra money, because I wasn't falling into the traditional path of, buying a bunch of stuff. I had all this money stacking up, and I started investing that money and creating passive income, also investing in myself by doing businesses and things like that. And I was able to generate enough income that now I can live freely in Asia, even though I'm not rich, even though I'm not a millionaire, nothing like that. I'm not saying that, because I'm not. But I am free. I have the freedom to go pretty much anywhere I want to go and do what I want to do and live my life the way I want to live my life, which is, for me, at 44, it's something, for me, I think it's a young age to do that at. Some people might not think it's impressive. For a lot of people nowadays, you look on Instagram and you see every single person on Instagram is a 20-year-old multimillionaire, supposedly a 20-year-old multimillionaire. Everybody on Instagram's a millionaire now. I don't believe that, but like I said, I'm not a millionaire, but I figured out how to become free by living a more simple life and not being attracted to flashy things and stuff like that. Like I said, it's not a new thing. Geographical arbitrage, maybe it's a new term for it, but it's been going on for as long as I know of anyway. Like I know guys who are retired many years ago, like when I was a child, and they were living in South America and Asia, places like that all over the world. So it's something that's been going on for a long time. But it's just now with all the new ways to earn income through investing in different online sources, such as online businesses and YouTube, and so there's so many ways to earn money without having a traditional job. You can really take advantage of that and buy yourself freedom to do what you want to do. So luckily now, because of those things, some of the modern technologies in the world that we hate, they also allow us to use to our advantage to create some freedom for yourself if you don't get caught up in the bad mindset of trying to impress other people and do all these things, right? I know it looks cool on pictures and on Instagram and all that stuff, and having Lamborghinis and all this and that bullshit, or whatever, you're in a different place every week, which technically, I can travel a different place anytime I want, because it's really cheap to travel in Asia if you do it the right way. If you're not trying to do it luxurious and stay at 5-star hotels every night, shit like that, it's easily doable. And I'm spending about $1,200 a month here in China. I'm in a big major city too. I'm not in a rural place. This population here is like 7 million in the city I live in. It's really convenient, you can have that life too if you just play your cards the right way, I guess, and don't get too far into debt and things like that. There's just an illusion of success culture in the West, and it's just, everybody wants to look successful by having a bunch of stuff and all of that, and I just don't understand what for. Because I used to want to be like that too, I used to chase after this stuff, job titles and just looking like I have money for, I don't know, whatever reason, just because I wanted validation from somebody that, like, oh, I'm somebody special. But, now that I'm older, I realize that's stupid. Like, I don't need none of that stuff. I don't need to look a certain way. And, it's just, think about things totally different now. And right now, what I'm thinking, what I want my life to look like now, right now, moving forward, is I just like a simple life, man. There's things that I like. I like to go to the gym, and I do like some nice stuff, which is, there's nothing wrong with liking nice stuff or having nice stuff. It's just having the stuff that you need. Like the stuff that I need, I can buy the stuff that I need, and it can be nice stuff. I don't have to buy the cheapest shit I can find. It's just having too much stuff, buying too much stuff in excess, like stuff you don't really need, is the point that I'm trying to make here, and what I'm trying to say, like, stay away from. But what I'm looking to do right now is have nice stuff that I actually like, and create more online income doing stuff that I like, and only buying stuff that I actually use, and not stuff that I don't use. I'm not going to use like a week later. I'm going to buy it and use it 3 or 4 times and not use it again. And I'm looking to build deeper relationships with friends and family and just people around me, and just be a different person in terms of how I treat people. Because I used to be someone just like the people on the internet used to kind of maybe judge people by certain things, and I'm trying to not do that anymore. And sometimes, I still do, but I try to catch myself in the act and then kind of question myself, like, why am I doing that, And also just see myself staying healthy, fit, and stress-free. I go to the gym 4 days a week. I walk about 20,000 steps per day, every single day. My diet isn't the best though, because I do eat out a lot. Here in Asia, the food is wonderful and it's really cheap, so you can really eat out too much, which I probably do. Well, I'm not saying probably do, I know I do. But moving forward, I'm trying to have better habits like that. And so anyway, moving forward, I guess Like I said, I'm 44 now, so the rest of my 40s, it's going to be more about freedom and not flexing, not trying to look a certain way, and just doing exactly what it is I want to do and what I enjoy doing, and doing it on my terms. And I gotta tell you, this almost 20 years abroad, the 16 years I spent in China has really changed me a lot. You know, I've experienced lots of different lifestyles. I've earned a lot of money here in certain things, and I was living somewhat, I would call it luxurious lifestyle, but pretty nice lifestyle. You know, at one point in time, I was living in a big, it's like a 12-bedroom house with just me and my girlfriend, brand new cars and all that stuff. Had several businesses, and having all those things, I wasn't any happier. I didn't feel any better about myself than I do now, having one small business, doing this little YouTube thing too on top of that, and having some small investments and just living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't feel any difference in my level of happiness. And so that's one thing that I've learned from living here, is that no matter if I have a luxurious lifestyle and a lot of money, or a more simple lifestyle, I feel the same. None of that even matters. I literally feel the same. And I've learned that about myself. And so now, because of those things, I view financial freedom differently. And that's one of the reasons why I prefer not to be tied down by owning a house and owning cars and owning a bunch of stuff. I prefer the freedom. I prefer to be able to go home right now and pack 2 suitcases, have all my stuff in there, and just go anywhere I want to go. And I can do it within an hour. I can buy a plane ticket, go home and have my bags packed within an hour and not leave nothing behind, and just leave and go somewhere else. It's pretty cool. And I never thought about that before. And it's just a cool, for me, a cool way to be able to live your life if you want to do that. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but having that choice, that freedom of choice, is just a huge stress relief, a huge burden lifted off my shoulders. And I just feel more at ease and more peace knowing that I have that option available. So yeah, I'm definitely done living the way society tells us we have to live. And I'm quite happy with the way things are going right now. And people are starting to look at me like I'm crazy as they're passing by. But anyway, man, it's bright here. I can put my sunglasses back on. I can't do that. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's really all I got to say, but I'd definitely love to hear your thoughts and comments below. I read every comment. I can't reply to all of them. Sometimes I get way too many to reply to, but I definitely read all of them. And if you want to know about my story, I actually wrote a book sharing my whole story about how I went from trauma and chaos and a bunch of crazy stuff in my life to actually having peace of mind that I have now. I put the link below. You can check that out if you want. If not, that's fine too. And I'd love to hear from you guys, man. Hope I see y'all soon. Y'all take care.